That sounds better, Pat. Pat, if you keep it right around there, good boy. Okay, thank you. Don't go higher, please.
Want to see if you... Oh, good. It's working. Praise God. Welcome. Praise the Lord. Amen. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. Well, I'd like to welcome everyone tonight. I'm Alan Schreck, a member of the Community Council for the Community of God's Love. This is the beginning of our weekend of our community conference. Every year we celebrate our anniversary as being founded as a Catholic Charismatic Covenant community. This is our 44th anniversary. So we're glad to join there. Of course, so we have among us tonight here, we have people joining us on live stream, and many of our community members are joining us that way, and others who are joining us in here gathered in the Sycamore Center. We thank Bobby John and his hospitality of where we meet here every on Sunday nights. We have praise and worship here frequently, and so we're gathered here this weekend to really open our hearts to the Lord and to the empowerment and the grace that He wants to pour out this weekend. And so we're really glad, even though this is our community conference, we open this up to guests and friends, to really hear the Word of God, to enter into whatever the Lord wants to do for us this weekend. And before we get underway, of course, I'm going to introduce in a few minutes our main speaker for the weekend, for today and tomorrow morning. But before I do that, I'd like to, first of all, want to welcome especially, I know there are a number of guests who are joining us. We have clergy, Father Dave Tickerhoof is here. There might be some other clergy joining us. We have a seminary, Aaron, here. So we welcome all of you. We welcome some people who have traveled from a little distance to be here this weekend. Here's Milo Milburn and his wife Joanne from Pittsburgh and their community. So we're glad they could join us. There are people I know that we have many friends from past years that we want to welcome everyone here tonight. And a few housekeeping items. First of all, just for those who are not familiar with this, there are restrooms. There's a restroom sort of as you enter. It's to the left. There's one there. And there are a couple of restrooms in the basement, down the stairs. As you enter, you can go downstairs. So if you need facilities, obviously they're available for you. We've tried to, we recognize that with some of the concerns with the spread of the COVID, what we've done as a council, you've noticed we've cordoned off on the wings of the building, we've cordoned off every other aisle. So if people might be more concerned about a little more social distancing, we invite you to feel free to be on either side. If you're comfortable in the middle, where all the rows are open, just feel free to join us as you're comfortable for the sessions. We also want to let you know that those of you who are visiting us and would like to know more about our community of God's love, there will be at the table as you enter a sign-up sheet where you can put your email address down, and we'd be glad to email you information about our gatherings. And so if you'd like to know more, we'll put you on the list, and you can find out more about who we are and when we meet and other events that we'll be sponsoring. Joe, did I miss anything? Doing a good job. Okay. Well, first of all, now as we going to enter into really why we're here. We're here to celebrate the Lord, His goodness, His love. We're celebrating as a community our 44 years, but we're always looking ahead. We're always looking to the now. We have much to give thanks for. We can give thanks individually for the many blessings the Lord has given us. And yet we know that the Lord has always something more for us. As I was praying about our session this weekend and this opening session tonight, the word the Lord, two things that the Lord called to my mind. First of all, just cast your cares upon the Lord. I know there's anxiety in our hearts for some of us, perhaps with the COVID spread, other things that may be troubling us. But I just really felt the Lord wants to say, cast your cares upon me. Be present to me. Trust me. God has called you here tonight. It's a blessing. And we just want to really entrust anything we may have as an anxiety or concern to put those cares at the feet of the Lord and let Him give us His peace and His presence. And certainly we're going to pray the Lord's protection on us, on our health, on our well-being, on our families. So we're just entrusting this whole weekend to the Lord and to His goodness and His love. And the other theme that the Lord seemed to bring to my mind is, as we hear Patrick and his word for us this weekend, it's something that we've experienced for many, many years, from the beginnings of charismatic renewal. Really a key for all of us has been what I would just say simply expectant faith. We expect the Lord to do more. There's always more. He has always more blessings. He has always more graces. And that all He wants us to do, I think, tonight, this weekend, is to open our hearts, expand our hearts, have that expectant faith that the Lord is a Lord who loves us dearly. He wants to work in our midst. We don't know what He wants to do this weekend, but we can trust that He is present here, that He wants to bless us. He wants to open our hearts to the more. So let's really approach this weekend with that sort of expectant faith that the Lord is present and He wants to bless us. He wants to give us more grace, more of His Holy Spirit. So with that, we're going to enter, the schedule tonight the agenda is pretty simple. We're going to enter into a time of worship led by our Community of God's Love Music Ministry. So we're going to have praise and worship for about another 20-25 minutes. And then I'll introduce our speaker, and we'll enter into that. We hope to end around 9-ish. We'll see how the Lord. But our goal is to be here till about 9 o'clock or a little after, perhaps. So let's just stand up for a minute right now, and if you're comfortable, let's rise and let's let the Lord lead us, and our music ministry will lead us in some worship here. I might mention later, if anyone has a word from the Lord when we get to times after, as we enter into worship, if someone has a prophetic word, just come right up. I think if you feel it's strong from the Lord, just come right up here to the podium, and we want to hear the word that the Lord might speak in prophecy tonight. So let's lift up our hearts. Go ahead, Sean and Karen.
We're so excited to be here and to serve you. If it's too loud for you, I want you to take your hands like this and go, I can't take it anymore. Look back at Patrick, okay? That's your clue, Pat. Here